Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Honeycutt here, and I'm really pleased to talk today with my good buddy Sérgio Simas from Forte Telecom and our very own Eric Cardera from Corero for today's webinar titled The Magic of Real-Time Protection, How Forte Telecom Leverages Corero's Solution to Strengthen Their Security. So once again, I've introduced everybody, but I want to get into what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to dive into how Forte Telecom is using Corero, our real-time DDoS protection, to transform their security and better serve their customers. So before we get going, Sergio, I'd love for you to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about Forte Telecom and what sets you apart in the Brazilian ISP market.
Hi, Mike. Thank you very much. Hi, Eric.
Of
Hi,
course.
hi, everyone. Um, so my name is Sergio. I'm CEO of Forte Telecom. Yeah, we are here to tell a story. It's a very good story, I think. Um, Answer you, Mike. Actually, what makes us um, different? What makes us set us apart in Brazilian ISP market? I think it's because we're used to be an ISP.
Okay.
Forte started its story as a group of very small ISPs in very small towns, and together we were stronger. It's kind of our slogan today.
Yeah.
It's the way if you see our cups in our shirts, we write this together we are stronger. It's true. And after that, after being a group of small ISPs, we became what carrier provider. It was a decision in the past, and we decided to go to B2B markets. And there was a time that we needed to decide between stop doing B2C networks and B2C business, and because we couldn't have both. We needed to decide. So we decided to go to the carrier market and providing dedicated solutions, mostly to the ISPs, sure, but also for governments, for other kind of companies. And that's for today. Our growth was very fast in the last past 3-4 years, especially during the pandemics. But that's Forte answering. Yes, what set us apart in Brazilian market is because even though we are today a carrier provider in entire country, entire Brazil, we still try to think as our customers think. We still try to think as an ISP. That's
Yeah, I mean, that comes
what
through
made
really
us
well.
different.
I know in the several conversations we've had, I love the slogan "Stronger Together." Your passion comes through a lot in the conversations that we've had, and I know people will see it today. So let's go further down in the conversation. So, what led you to try to find the right DDoS protection solution for your business?
Well, it's a tough question because it is not a simple thing. You know that story in 2020. Yeah, we
Yes.
had we
Yeah.
had that very big, very huge
Yeah. Tell
attack.
us about that.
Yeah, it was crazy because we didn't know exactly uh, on that time what the DOS is.
Uh huh.
So we just stopped it and we thought, hey, what happening? And we didn't realize what was happening. And when we understood what was happening, we had no tools. We started doing this by redirecting traffic to the mitigation clouds. And there wasn't mitigation clouds in Brazil, actually. We needed to send the traffic to the United States. So you have a latency problem because local traffic, local content, you need to send it to another country using subsea cables and everything, and then you come back. So you double the latency for local content, for example. So it's bad, but it wasn't the only way to stop the attacks. But the the attacks changed, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same as in 2020. So today's attacks are different. They are not only about traffic, big, high, dirty traffic. No, it's more about packets per second. So it's different, and it made us start searching for a solution closer to the perfection. Okay, it's impossible to be perfect. We know that,
Yeah.
but it is not a crime to try to seek to look for the closer closer to perfection. So we started thinking, okay, we have good clouds now in Brazil, and they work. Okay, I like the clouds. They have their worth, and it works for some kind of environments or situations. But if you need something that gives you the feeling of not being under attack, of a normal life, a normality, okay.
Mhm.
So we need to find something different. This is what made us start talking to Corero and trying Corero, and here we are.
I love it. And I want to bring Eric into the conversation really quickly. But before we get into Eric, I want to know what made you decide that cloud mitigation isn't enough. And I mean, you kind of went into the latency point, Sergio, but what else from cloud mitigation did you realize was not sufficient for your business? And how did that sort of guide your thinking in choosing the DDoS protection solution?
Yeah, it wasn't me. I didn't decide that cloud mitigation wasn't enough for Forte. The hackers did, you
Uh,
know,
okay.
because
I
yeah,
like that.
because yeah, the
I
hackers did,
love that.
because if the attackers did, it's a better expression. Not the hackers actually, the attackers did, because
Yes.
um, if they were attacking us, I don't know, one time per month, or I don't know, two times, three times per month. Okay, cloud mitigation probably was enough. But
Yeah.
we got under attack. I don't know, full time. So we still were under attack. And this is the problem. Being under attack and the attacks changed. Okay,
Yes.
in the past it was enough being protected under mitigation cloud, but they changed the type of attack. So we are not under attack for, I don't know, 4 hours, 6 hours. You receive a 1 minute or 2 minutes attacks. It's the hit and run attack. Okay, so
Mhm.
and that's the problem about the cloud mitigation, because it works on the internet, right? So it uses BGP protocol. So it's about announcements, it's about the routing tables updating, it's about everything. And it takes time. It takes time to
Mhm.
update the route across the internet and to redirect the traffic. And during this time, while this process is happening, you are under attack and have leakage and have your customers stop at the service, stop it. So uh, it's about not stopping. And when you think about small ISPs, okay, we know a lot of small ISPs, and they use uh, equipment like microtics, for example. So they stop the very first second, 30 second of the attack. So
Yep.
there's no time to send his traffic to the cloud, and because he is already impacted by the attack. So the attack stops, and you stop protecting through the cloud. You redirect back the traffic to the main network, the main upstream. Stop using the cloud mitigation. So
Yeah.
after 10 minutes later, we start over. So you keep sending and redirecting traffic all the time, and it doesn't work. So being on premise, that's the point here, means in our case, means not receiving that impacts anymore. Okay, because it doesn't depend on BGP announcements. So I keep it local. Sure, I need capacity, I need trans capacity, hardware, and a lot of things. But when you reach that, when you achieve that, you see that it works, and that's the point. It worked for us. So we look at it around. Hey, it's a product. It's more than a product. It's a solution. We need to
I love
share
it.
that. Yeah.
I think you've really articulated it really well. I mean, the importance of real-time protection. So, Eric, now I'm going to bring you in. You started working with Sergio. When you evaluated their current tech stack, like what made it stand out from other options, and how and you understand how important real-time protection is for his business.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you for having me, and thank you everybody for your time. Um, when Sergio and I started working on, delivering a solution that solved his problems, right? Sergio's main concern was the availability of the service, not only of his operations, but his customers' operations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that those customers were not impacted by the severity and the volume of attacks that seem to afflict this particular region of the world. Working with him, we actually leveraged almost every single stack of our technology in order to deliver a solution that provided a protection against DDoS attacks in a way that there was no reaction to the attack. Rather, it was done in real-time fashion, meaning as soon as the attack comes in, Corero is taking action against that attack and mitigating and stopping those attacks from affecting his downstream customers. Right, that was the ultimate goal. It took a lot of effort and a lot of working together to get there, but really that was the destination that we were heading to. And I think we're at a place where, through the different stacks of technology that Corero offers, we can provide that sense of normalcy, right? To use Sergio's term here, and being able to have these customers go on with business, knowing that their applications and their services and their customers are protected from these upstream, volumetric attacks.
That's beautifully said. I mean, that's what we preach here is service availability, and it's so important. So real quick, I mean, we've already gotten a question for you, Sergio. Felipe from BrazilNet, he says, "Hi, Sergio. Do you believe that building additional layers of defense beyond clean pipe solutions can help add value and even enable mitigation appliances to remain more focused on emerging threats?"
Yeah, to me this question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I believe in multi-layer protection. Yes, I do. We were discussing this another day, actually, that's a very good question because when we are talking about Corero, okay, it's brilliant, and because let me explain for one thing. I tried other on-premise solutions, okay, dedicated hardware
Right.
with all kind of vendors. I won't say the names, but the vendors everybody knows. Okay, uh, it works. Yeah, sure, they're good, but how long their solution takes to start dropping? That's the point here. Okay,
Mhm.
when you think in something real time, because if you have a solution here and my downstream customers, I can't control, okay, the capacity or the quality of their hardware, their routers, their switches. So I need to consider they don't have enough money for having Cisco or Juniper all the time. So most of them are very small. So I need to understand that they use the cheapest solution in the market, and they keep growing. They change it. They change their routers and everything. But before that, I need to protect them. And
Right.
this is about how long the solution takes to stop dropping the dirt packets. And that's why Corero was our first option because when everybody else talk about seconds, Corero talks about sub-seconds. It's the real difference because you have a hardware, okay, and a software, especially developed for that. The
So
process,
would you say that sub-second real-time protection is the key differentiator for you and your
yeah,
business?
yeah. Exactly, because when you work in sub-seconds in a data platform inline deployment, you are able to stop the packet. It's not like if you are receiving 100 gigabits of direct traffic attack. Okay, it's not like it's 100 the first second. It takes, I don't know, 5, 6 seconds to grow, to scale to the 100 gigabits. But right
Yeah.
very soon before that, the entities, okay, the on-premise devices from Corero, they are able to trigger in a lot of kind of thresholds and classify as an anomaly, as a dirty traffic, and it starts dropping before 1 second. So
Mhm.
before it gets into your network and it causes impact into your customers, it's already dropped, being dropped before it get into your network. That's the point here. But I needed to explain that, and the difference between Corero and other vendors. It's the main thing here. It's the time, and Corero it's like magic because it's almost like Corero stop the attacks before they happen.
I'm gonna need you to say it one time. Carrero's solution is like what?
It's
so everybody can hear. It's like magic, right? I love that.
Yeah, it's like magic. Look, but answering the question from the guy here. Yeah, multi-layer is very interesting. And one point about Corero, I like it. I don't like it. I love it. It's you have other kind of solution that works, okay, in the market that use injection. If you have a telemetry, okay, you export telemetry from your router, from an edge router to a system. Okay, it could be into a virtual machine or a dedicated server, but it listens, it understands and processes the packets, the telemetry, and says, "Hey, it's the attack." So it injects rules into the router. Okay, it works. It's reactive. Okay, it's not before the attack impacts you, but it works, but it's reactive. Okay, there are a lot of vendors doing that. Corero also has a solution with the same kind of technology. It's called Edge, right? So Edge works in partnership with Juniper networks. Okay, it can work with all vendors of routers, but especially with Juniper routers, you have a very special thing. You can inject the filter rules, the filter commands into the ephemeral database in real time into the operating system. You can insert, you can create the rules, and you can remove the rules in real time. So it's something like you are turning your Juniper router into a Corero mitigator. Okay, so having the two solutions gives us scale. It's easier to scale because okay, you are a medium-sized ISP company, and you are used to handle, I don't know, 100, 200 gigabits of direct traffic, and then you are growing, you have more customers, you need to double your capacity. So, okay, it's expensive. You need to buy more mitigators. Now you are working on premise. But what if you keep using your mitigators, your entities, just to make the first defense in the first sub-second, okay? And seconds later, the same orchestrator, the Corero orchestrator, the CMS, right? It can inject the rules to protect against the same attack, but now into the router on the top of the network. And you stop doing the job on the mitigator, so you have more capacity free in the mitigators. Yeah, so you can handle more attacks later for other customers or everything. You recover your mitigation capacity. So that's the beauty of mixing the both solutions of Corero, because again, we have on-premise vendors, okay, and we have software-based solution vendors that inject rules into the routers. Okay, I didn't see yet one single vendor, one single solution in the market, only Corero, that do the both. You have both with Corero, and you can mix them. That's the point here. Mixing, you have the real-time response with the on-prem solution, and you can grow without paying an expensive price all the time to keep growing your on-prem solution, because you can mix it with the edge solution. So this is beautiful because it keeps us protected, real-time protected, without paying more to add more mitigators to this stack.
No, I think it's great. That was a great answer. And Felipe, thanks so much for your question. So this next question, you both can actually chime in on, because we've talked about it now that it's been deployed and it's in use. But I want to talk about the deployment process, because that can also be a point of frustration for customers. So Sergio, to you, how easy was the implementation, and before you started seeing results? And Eric, can you explain to me the process of getting it deployed with Sergio? So Sergio, I'll let you start, and then Eric, maybe you can chime in there.
Okay.
Sergio, tell us about the deployment.
Yeah. Deployment on-prem solution is kind of plug and play. Okay, it's just turn it on. Sure, you have the rules, and that you have to customize the rules and everything for your own deployment. because every network has its behavior, it's different, so you need to customize it. But it's kind of a magic. You push a button and you press a button, and it's not protecting you. You can adjust some things, right? But basically, it works plug and play, and it doesn't need you to route the traffic. It works in layer two, so you can just send. In the deployment we are using here, in the topology we use in Forte, it's not actually inline. It's a data path because we choose who will send to the mitigators. You know why? Because I have customers that are not under attack all the time, so they prefer a cloud mitigation. We have partners in Brazil that we like. We have partnerships like huge networks. It works very fine. It's a very nice cloud mitigation solution. So I have customers that use cloud mitigation still. But when you are under attack all the time, that's what I said. You need a more something more customized and then works in real time. But the deployment it was very easy. It's always very easy. In Corero provides all the knowledge and the team to support. It's very impressive. And I can tell you one thing, Mike. When we started, we thought, hey, I have my products, my services, my portfolio of Forte. Forte didn't become a mitigation company, right? We have our services, our products like Transit, like IX Cloud, and we have them non-protected, and now we have them protected in line. That's
I
the
love
thing,
that. Yeah.
you know. That's the
Yeah.
point here, and it's crazy because uh, it's not about on internet. I can mitigate, I can filter anything I want. So
Hmm.
Corero, it's something like magic. When we try the first time, we thought, hey, it's a prank, it's a joke. Where are the cams here? Because it's working like a dream, but it's like a dream. We have challenges, yeah, of course, like everyone, but we have a new kind of attacks, new kind of threats, and we need to customize the rules. We need to talk to Corero and develop the solutions with four hands, as we say. But the way it's not only the deployment, the equipment, it's the team. I think the technology of Corero is impressive, right? We agree about that. But I still believe that 80% of the success is regarding to people. It's about people. And when we start and we talk, we have the same. It's smooth. I can talk to Eric. I can talk to everyone, Corero, wherever, whenever I need. I can just email the team and set up a meeting and discuss a problem. It's kind of part of my team, and I feel that I'm part of Corero team. So it works
How
because
do you feel about that, Eric?
Well,
You're
yeah,
an extension of the team.
yeah, I was just gonna say you're not part of the team, Sergio. You're part of the family, right?
There
yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
But on the
You
implementation,
won.
yeah, the only thing I would add to what Sergio said is that to me the recipe for having a successful solution is not just the technology, right? I mean, Sergio has really homed in on the technology that makes the operation of the product easy and the customization, right? We talked about data path and edge, but there are a myriad of other type of deployment models, which makes us extremely flexible to meet the needs of the individual customers that exist around the world. And really what it boils down to, in order to make that process of implementation as smooth and as it can possibly be, really comes down to having not only great technology, but having a great set of people, professional services engagements that allow us to engage with the customer and be able to go through the process of, okay, what is it exactly that will work for you, and what are the different moving parts that we can adjust in order to make it work. And then the third thing that I would say that is essential is partners, right? Local partners that can also be there. And Corero just has some of the most outstanding partners that help us be the local presence when needed, in addition to our professional services, right? So I think it's a layering of all those that make us truly effective and easy to work with. But yeah, I mean, the technology is also critical. So backing what what Sergio was mentioning, but that's my perspective on it.
Well said. And so now I want to pivot to the business impact of having a solution like this. So beyond protecting your network, how has Corero helped, grow and secure your business and give your customers peace of mind? Can you talk to a little bit about that, Sergio?
Yeah, peace of mind. This is a good expression. I like it because in the very close past, I was a very scary guy. I didn't take a flight without Wi-Fi connection. If I forgot the charger, the phone charger, man, I stopped. I stopped. Yeah, this is a real story. Stopped a trip. I came back from the half of the path because of my charger. And you know
Wow.
why? Because I had that feeling, like being in airplane mode without Wi-Fi in a very long flight. When you land and you read the message, hey, my company broke. We are done because someone attacked us. I wasn't aware about that. What can I do that? So I have some presentations I do in the Brazilian market. We call it Forte Safe Transit, which is our product in Forte using Corero technology. But we call the title is Forte Safe Transit, a new way to handle the DDoS, the normalcy. Okay, because I'm not selling protection, I'm selling peace of mind. That's the point here, and Career allowed me to do that. The only solution that allowed me to feel because I needed to feel that. If I feel that, if I'm feeling this way, I can share. I can make business using that, and it changed. You ask me, Mike. Hey, Sergio, how you can? I can't compare because how could it be without Corero in my operation? I don't know, man. I know it it wasn't supposed to be the way we are today. Uh, I'm actually not in Brazil today. I'm in Colombia because of Corero Solutions. I'm here in a trade show, talking to people, making business, and trying to expand the operation because what we have with Corero is very special. So we need to expand. That's the point here. Uh, it's not only about protecting my business, my revenue. It's about having something different, and it's special. We need to share and need to grow. Corero allow us to think like that.
That's awesome. I mean, and I think we've talked about this before, the peace of mind. I mean, to reduce the anxiety, right? The stress level that you can have business continuity. We've talked about that a little bit throughout. We've got another question while you were speaking. So Nelson from BRISA, he says, this might be for you, Eric.
Mm.
How can we start Corero deployment for our company? So how would somebody get in touch with us?
Yeah. So Nelson, I mean, you one of two ways, right? The quickest way is I'm sure that when you registered, you provided your contact information. If not, please send it over to us. Other is on our website. You can do contact us. And Michael, I guess a question for you is my contact information provided as part of this presentation?
We will make sure that follow-up
Yeah.
information is there for you.
Yeah. If not, if we can please forward my information to Nelson, and then Nelson, I can get in contact directly with you, and we can talk through what makes sense, what options exist, and how we can move forward on engaging and looking for a solution that solves your availability issues or
That's
concerns.
great.
Mhm.
That's great. I mean, so Sergio, we've talked about the business, we've talked about the technical aspect, and you do such a great job honing in on the value props of Corero. But what's next in this partnership with Corero? What's next for your
Yeah,
business? Can you talk about that?
yeah. I want to sell the peace I
Yeah,
need to
love it.
expand this piece of my network. That's why I'm here in Colombia for Andina Link. We have this trade show here this week. Countries with a growing internet market, that countries are also countries with DDoS growing, DDoS issue growing. So if you have internet growing, if you have more players burning every day, every week, you probably will have a DDoS situation in a very early, very close future. So we need to be prepared. We need to take to watch 2 steps ahead to be prepared for the market, because doing business today is about being prepared and looking for the opportunities before they happen. That's the point we are. We are trying to understand what's next in the market. Um, we have one sure. The DOS will not stop. Okay. We will keep having the DOS in the market, because when you have successful people, successful companies, you will have always someone to attack you, to try to stop you. So if they do the bad job, we need to have the solution. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm very glad to have for having Corero as a partner, because not only for understanding our needs, and I can completely vouch for to any company, to any ISP or carrier operator or any kind of company that needs to be protected. Uh, that guys, they know how to do that. They understand your pain. It's not like that. Hey, you are under attack. Click here on my website, and no one gets in touch with. No, it's not like that. They worry about your worries, and they do it together with you. It takes a little time sometimes, because they need to understand, to make the magic is not. It's not. The protection is real time, but it needs to be deployed. So if you are experiencing or under attack right now, get in touch with Eric and his team, because they will know how to guide you to the best solutions for you.
Thank you for that
Thank you.
plug. I think that's awesome. Yeah. So, Eric, yeah, final thought from you, if I may. So, from Correro's perspective, what does Sergio and Forte's success story mean to the industry? And is there any parting advice you can give to other ISPs who may be facing DDoS?
Yeah, no, I think the relationship between Forte and Corero is one of like true success, and what true success really looks like. In a partnership like this, you have a company that had a real need, and those needs were not being necessarily met successfully by other solutions, or a combination of other solutions in the marketplace. And by working together, by leveraging different functions, different technologies, we were able not only to solve the problem, but as Sergio just alluded, to be able to turn it into a monetizing or a solution that he can sell to the market. In not just Brazil but other regions of Latin America. And to me, that is what a true successful story is. To the other folks that may be listening in, right, or that are listening to this webinar. What I would say is that, look, when you're looking for a solution to keep your services up, to ensure the availability not only of your own services, but maybe your customers, downstream customer services. One of the things, or a few of the things that you should look for, is flexibility as far as how you approach the problem. Being able to have various tool sets, not only on-prem, but also maybe a hybrid type solution. Being able to leverage the components to then monetize if you're in the B2B business space, right? Having that flexibility as well. And finding a partner or a company that sets the importance of the availability of your services as high as your own internal level of requirements for that, right? And I feel that Corero really meets all the criteria, right? When we engage, it's not about what we can sell you, but how we can protect and maintain your services going. And then from there we go and we approach it as far as what is it that we can deliver from a technology and a partnership perspective to be able to meet those needs. So if that's something that's appealing to you, feel free to reach out to us. Contact us on our website. We'll be more than happy to engage with you. So I
And that's
appreciate that.
That was very well said. And so, look, we're running a little long. I want to thank all those who have attended today, the webinar, the questions. Sergio, you got one thing to say real quick?
Yeah. Just I'll let a small expression here that it's a comparison I like to make it sometimes. If you are under attack, or if you are scared about being under attack, not being protected, understand the difference. The main difference for me between being protected by a mitigation cloud service and being on premise. You don't need only be on premise, but you can make some premise and other software-based solution. It's like you are facing a disease. You can choose take the meds, to take the impact, stay sick, and take the medicine. That's the cloud mitigation service, or being protected by the vaccine. The viruses, they don't touch you. That's
I
the
like
point here.
that. I like that. That's a good way to end it. So, look, this discussion has been incredible. You know, they always are a delight when I'm talking with you, Sergio, and of course, Eric, brilliant as usual. I want to thank you both for spending some time with us today, sharing your insights and your great information. And look, so as Eric said, if you're an ISP and you're looking for stronger security and uninterrupted service, so service availability with peace of mind that works like magic, as Sergio has said, we want you to reach out to Corero, to us today. And I thank you all again for joining. Till next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.